Hello students, see the question. Find the sum of all those natural numbers, remember, between 250 and 1000 which are completely divisible by 9. In last question we saw we have to take the numbers in between 100 and 1000. Okay, so in between 100 to 1000 we have to take the numbers which are completely divisible by 9, right? Now first term is, in that question first term is 108 and then we add 9, 117, 126, etc. and at last term is 999. Okay, now see in this question, find the sum of all those natural numbers between 250 and 1000 which are completely divisible by 3, not 9, it is 3. Clear? So we have to make numbers which are divisible by 3. So after 250, 251, whether 251 is divisible by 3, 251 is divisible by 3, no, it is not divisible by 3. 252, whether 252 is divisible by 3, yes, 84 times. Clear? 3 4s are 12, 1, 3 8s are 24 plus 5, 25. So 252 is divisible by 3. Okay, so solution: natural numbers in between 250 to 1000 which are completely divisible by 3 are, yes, first digit is 252. Whenever we got first digit, now divisible by 3, that means add 3. So add 3, 255, add 3, 258, and the last term is 999. Now we have the series which is divisible by 3, whose first term is 252, common difference is 3, and the last term is 999. So with the help of last term, common difference and first term, first of all we have to find number of terms. Okay, so what we have to find? Which term is 999? Whenever we have first term, last term, number of terms, so we can easily find the sum of that series with the help of Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l. Clear? So let first term common difference and last term are ADL. So A is equal to 252, D 255 minus 252, answer is 3. So L is equal to 999. right? Now, since L is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, now L is 999, A is 252 plus n minus 1 into D 3, 999, 252, 3n minus 3, 252 minus 3, 249. So 999, 249 plus 3n, transfer of 249 is equal to 3n. Now 999, 9 minus 9, 0, 9 minus 4, 5, and 9 minus 2, 7, okay, is equal to 3n. So 750 upon 3 is equal to n. 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, 250. So it is clear that there are 250 terms in this series, in which 250th term is 999 and first term is 252. Clear? Now we have n, we have L, and we have A. So we can easily find sum of n terms. Since Sn is equal to n by 2 A plus L, the value of n is 250. So 250 upon 2, A 252 plus L 999. Half of 250, 125. Yes, 1 5 2, 1 2 5 1, 1 2 5 1. 9 plus 2 11, 9 plus 6 15, 9 plus 2 11 plus 1 12. Now you can multiply 125 multiply by 1251, and that is the answer. Clear? So this is the question, and that answer is sum of 250 terms. That answer will be sum of 250 terms. Clear? Okay. Now see next question. So whenever we have given theoretical question, and first of all we have to make the series. So in general we get the series in which we have first term, and we can easily find common difference, and also we have given last term. So with the help of last term formula, L is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, we can easily find number of terms. Okay. Now see the question. Find the sum of all those odd integers between 2 and 100 which are completely divisible by 3. Now see the question. So what is question? Find the sum of all those odd integers between 2 and 100 which are completely divisible by 3. Clear? So completely divisible by 3. Solution. So find the sum of all those odd integers. That means we have to take odd integers in between 2 and 100 and which are completely divisible by 3. So numbers, odd integers between 2 and 100 which are completely divisible by 3 are. Now see, table of 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12, 15, 18, 21, etc. Clear? Now see, first is odd number, second is even, third is odd, fourth is even, fifth is odd. That means we have to take the numbers only odd integers, right? So 3 and then 9, then 15, then 21. So these numbers are odd integers which are completely divisible by 3. Clear? इवन नंबर नहीं लेंगे बेटा, हम सिर्फ क्या लेंगे, ऑड नंबर. इस क्वेश्चन में दिया है बेटा कंडीशन, ऑड इंटीजर्स विच आर डिविजिबल बाय 3. तो हम 6 नहीं ले सकते, 12 नहीं ले सकते, बिकॉज दे आर इवन. क्लियर? सो 3 आर 3, then 9, then 15 dash dash and last digit is 99 because there is 100. So before 100 there is 99 and this 99 is also odd integer. Clear? So we have given in this question that odd integers and which are completely divisible by 3. Okay? Now again we have the series. Now we can easily find number of terms with the help of last term, first term, common difference, and then we can easily find whenever we got some number of terms, then we can easily find sum of terms of that series. Okay? So let first term common difference and last term of the series are ADL. Now A is equal to 3, D is equal to 9 minus 3, 9 minus 3, 6, and L is equal to 99. L is equal to 99. Okay? Now since L is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, L is equal to 99, A is equal to 3, n minus 1 into 6. 99 is equal to 3 plus 6n minus 6. Now 3 minus 6 minus 3. So 99 is equal to 3 minus 6 minus 3 plus 6n, transfer of minus 3. So 99 plus 3, 99 plus 3, 102, 6n. Okay? So 102 upon 6, 6 ones are, 6 sevens are. Okay? So n is equal to 17. So it is clear that in this series there are 17 terms. Now what we have to find as 17, sum of 17 terms. Since Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l. Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus n. n 17 by 2, a 3 and l 99. So 99 plus 3, 102. So it is divisible by 102 is divisible by 2, 51. Now 17 into 51. Okay, 17 ones are 17 1 and 17 fives are 85. 85 plus 1, 86. So answer is 867. Okay. Now see the next question. So these type of questions I think you can do. Okay. Now we will see some other questions. Yes. Yes, the question is, next question. How many terms? How many terms? How many terms of the series 54 plus 51 plus 44 dash should be taken to obtain a sum of 530. Give reason of two answers. That means in this question we have to give reason of two answers. That means we should get two answers. So let us see, when we solve this question, then we will see what are two answers. Clear? So how many terms? How many terms means we have to find number of terms. It is clear that we have to find number of terms. Take series. We have given series. So in this series, what we have given? First term and common difference. 51 minus 54. Common difference is minus 3. Should be taken to obtain a sum of, that means we have given sum. Sum of n terms means Sn. So what we have given? Sn is equal to 513. Right? So what we have given? First term, common difference and sum of n terms. And what we have to find? How many terms? That means we have to find n. So which formula we have to apply in this formula? Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we have given Sn, we have given a, we have given d. Now we have to find n. Right? So we have to apply this formula in this question. So take, let first term common difference and sum of n terms are a, d, Sn. A, d, Sn. So a is equal to 54, d is equal to 51 minus 54 is equal to minus 3, and Sn is equal to 513. 530. Clear? Now, what we have to find? N. We have to find N. Since Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So, what is the formula? N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now, Sn is 513 and we have to find 2 into a 54 plus n minus 1 into d. D is minus 3. Cross multiplication. 513 into 2 and 54 twos are 108 minus 3n plus 3. Minus 3n and minus plus. Now 108 plus 3, 111. 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2 5s are 10. And 103 plus 108 plus 3, 111 minus 3n. Now simple multiplication. Clear? So 1026 111n minus 3n square. क्लियर? कुछ नहीं बेटा, हमने फॉर्मूला लगाए हैं और n का अंदर क्या किए? मल्टीप्लीकेशन. नाउ ट्रांसफर दीज टर्म्स. सो वी हैव 3n स्क्वायर, ट्रांसफर ऑफ माइनस 3n स्क्वायर, माइनस 111n and plus 1026 is equal to 0. Now it is quadratic equation in the form of n. So we have to split the middle term. We have to split the middle term. Now middle term is 111 and we have given C, coefficient of n square is 3 and constant value is 1026. So whether it is, first of all see whether it is divisible by 3. See, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9 and 3 7s are 21. 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12 and 3 2s are 6. So we can first of all divide by 3. Okay, so divide by 3, n square, 3 3s are 9, 3 7s are, and 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 6. Now coefficient of n square is 1. Now we have to split minus 37. Split means दो भागों में इसको बांटना है. Now this is 342. So 1 into 342, 342. So in rough, find factor of 342. So it is divisible by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14, 2 1s are 2. Right? Now 171 is odd number, and tell me 177. Yes, I think it is divisible by 3. 7 plus 1 8, 8 plus 1 9. So it is divisible by 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 5s are 15 and 3 7s are 7 plus 5 12. That means it is also divisible by 3. 3 1s are 3. Do you know divisibility test for 3? The sum of all digits should be either 3 or 6 or 9. See, 1 plus 7 plus 1. 1 plus 7 plus 1, 9. 5 plus 7, 12. And 12 means 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So either we have 3 or 6 or 9. Single digit. If we have 2 digit, again add them. Right? So 5 plus 7, 12. So 12, and 12 means 1 plus 2 and 1 plus 2 means 3. So either we get 3 or 6 or 9, then it is divisible by 3. Clear? Yes. 3 1s are 3, 3 9s are 27 and 19 ones are 19, because 19 it is a prime number. Okay, so factors of 342 are 2, 3, 3, 2 into 3 into 3 into 9. Now making a pair whose sum is 37. Now see, this is 19, clear? 1. Now 2 3s are 6 and 6 3s are 18. 2 3s are 6 and 6 3s are 18. So we have one factor is 18 and one factor is 19. So add them. If we add, then we can get 37. So factor of minus 37 are minus 18 and minus 19. Okay. So factor of 37 minus 37 are minus 18 and minus 19 and plus 342 is equal to 0. Clear? Now we can take n as common, n minus 18. Again minus 19 as common. So we can get n minus 18. See, 19 ones are and 19 eights are. Okay. So we got n minus 18 as common and n minus 19 is equal to 0. So n minus 18 is equal to 0 or n minus 19 is equal to 0. Clear? So n is equal to 18 or n is equal to 19. Clear? Now see beta. N, what is n? N is natural numbers, and natural numbers are always positive. Now see, in these two, n is 18 which is positive and it is also natural number, and n is 19, it is also positive and also natural numbers. So give reason of two answers. Now we have to see what is the reason. Okay, yes, see, we know that number of terms are always positive and we got n is equal to 18 and n is equal to 19. So which is correct, n is equal to 18 or n is equal to 19, or both are correct? So let us see. Now see beta, which is lowest? 18. After 18, 19. After 18, 19. So for t, we have to find t19. Okay. So first of all, we write, since tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So t19 is equal to a. What is a? A 54. N 19 minus 1 and d is minus 3. Right? 54, 19 minus 1, 18 plus minus minus 18 3s are 54. So answer is 0. Right? So what we have given, n is equal to 18, n is equal to 19. After 18, 19 comes. So find t19. The value of t19 is 0. t19 is 0. Now see, in rough, see beta, t1 plus t2 plus t3, it means sum of 3 terms, dash 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 t18, t80, because we got lowest number is 18. Now suppose the sum, now we can say the sum of 18 terms. Yes, we can say sum of, because there are 18 terms. Let the sum of 18 terms is 245. Let the sum of 18 term is 245. Now we add 19th term. We add 19th term. Now tell me the value of 19th term is 0. 0. So answer is 245. अब इसका क्या मतलब है कि 18th टर्म का सम वही है जो 19th टर्म का सम. Why? Because 19th टर्म का वैल्यू क्या है? 0. क्लियर हुआ? एक बार और देखो बेटा, मान लो 18 टर्म का सम कितना है? 245. अब 18 के बाद कौन सा टर्म आएगा? 19th. तो हमने 19th टर्म फाइंड किया. अब ये 19th टर्म की वैल्यू कितनी आ गई? 0 आ गई. तो 19 टर्म की वैल्यू हमने यहाँ पे ऐड कर ली 0. तो अब 245 प्लस 0 कितना आएगा? 245. तो ये क्या शो करता है कि सम ऑफ 18 टर्म्स इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ 19 टर्म्स. जो सम 18 टर्म्स का है वही 19 टर्म्स का है. सो n इज इक्वल टू 18 और n इज इक्वल टू 19. क्लियर? क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं? ओके. सो यहां पे क्या रीजन लिखेंगे? सिंस 19th टर्म इज 0, सो इट इज clear that the sum of 18 terms is equal to sum of 19th term. राइट? क्यों बेटा? क्योंकि T19 का वैल्यू क्या है? 0. ओके. सो n is equal to 18 और n is equal to 19. Right? So this is the question. क्या करना था बेटा? आपको सबसे पहले give reason of two answer, यही है give reason for two answer. अब ये शायद कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो गया होगा. अब एग्जाम्पल के लिए यहाँ तो क्या था बेटा? 18 के बाद क्या आया? 19. अब ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है किसी क्वेश्चन में, क्या हो सकता है? सपोज वी गॉट n इज इक्वल टू 6 और n इज इक्वल टू 9. ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है. जैसे यहाँ पे 18 आया और क्या आया? 19. वैसे क्या आ सकता है किसी क्वेश्चन में? 6 और 9. तो क्या करोगे आप? तो आप क्या करोगे? देखो, लोएस्ट नंबर क्या है? 6. 6 के बाद क्या आएगा? नेचुरल नंबर 7, 8 और क्या है बेटा? 9. तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? T7 निकालना पड़ेगा, T8 निकालना पड़ेगा और T9. और जब हम इन तीनों का सम करेंगे तो सम हमेशा क्या मिलेगा? 0. कंफर्म. इंडिविजुअली वो 0 नहीं आएगा. इन तीनों को जब हम ऐड करेंगे तो कोई प्लस वाला रहेगा, कोई माइनस वाला रहेगा. जब हम ऐड करेंगे तो उसका आंसर क्या आएगा? 0. तब आप क्या कहोगे? The sum of 6 terms is equal to sum of 9 terms. So n is equal to 6 और n is equal to 9. क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं? क्या बेटा? sum of 6 term मतलब T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5 plus T6. अगर इसका सम 50 है, राइट? और उसके बाद फिर हमने T7, T8 और T9 निकाला और इन तीनों का सम 0 है, तो आंसर कितना आएगा? 50 ही तो आएगा. तो आप कह सकते हैं सम ऑफ 6 टर्म्स इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ 9 टर्म्स. राइट? सो दिस इज एग्जाम्पल. Yes. Okay. Now I think you know very well. Answers are n is equal to 18 and n is equal to 19. Clear? Now next question we will see next video. Okay, in next video. Thank you.